What up, though? It's your boy Chedda Man from Chedda Man Films, Live Crowd Exotics. What's the deal? Today, we're going to discuss some little thing, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people asking me about embroidery. Can you make money with embroidery? What's the process? Is it time consuming? So basically, we just going to get off into it right now. We're going to do it right now today. You feel what I'm saying? To let y'all know the ins and outs, my personal opinion about embroidery and all that. You know what I'm saying? And how to get started. So first off, that's how we're gonna start. How to get started. Doing embroidery, I don't know if you know, but back in the day, you heard about your grandma or your aunties doing embroidery, but it used to be by hand, and they used to be knitting and all that other stuff as well. Well, this is the new age. We got embroidery machines and stuff like that. All you need is the proper tools and you can start your business. So with that being said, first things first, you have to be a patient person, because actually doing this, it takes a lot of time. And if you don't understand time, you're not going to want to do this. You know what I'm saying? One design, one little small design with this size right here might take you 80 minutes, depending on the details. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta be patient. Now, first things first, you need an embroidery machine. You can't do any of this without one. You need one. And my beginner embroidery machine was the brother. Hold on, let's see. Right here. This brother. It is the SE 600. This thing right here. So now I pretty much only use this thing for sewing, because it's a sewing machine and an embroidery machine. So I use this to sew my patches down and stuff like that. So look this machine up. This is a good machine. I'll probably make a video later on about how to use this machine, but this machine only cost me about $400. I don't know what the price is now on them, but you definitely can do small designs. I think, like, I don't know the biggest of them, but maybe 4x5 inch designs, stuff like that. So you can do stuff on the left chest, right chest, tote bags, pretty much whatever you need it on. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, brother. I started off with my brother, and I actually enjoyed it. Like I said, I got my own clothing brand, so I wanted to know the ins and outs of that. So I wanted to get down to the nitty and get my hands dirty. You see what I'm saying? So I started ordering stuff from China, and I didn't like the quality. So I figured, like, man, I need to get me a machine and do the stuff myself. So I got the brother, set it up, watched some YouTube videos, got everything going, and pretty much, went and bought one. Once I bought one, I had to learn about digitizing. So digitizing is basically pretty much you on the computer, you're taking your digital file, which is your logo or whatever, and turning it into a stitch file. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely have to have a digital file like this, as you can see. And this actually starts stitching, just like this. You see how it's moving? That lets the machine know what to do and what not to do. Okay? So once I got in digitizing, and I found me a digitizer, I was cool ever since. So I got with my digitizer. They digitized the logo for me. I put it in my brother. I learned the machine, like I said, YouTube videos. I did all of that, and I did my first design. It was a little bit of a learning curve. I had to learn about the tension and the bobbins and bobbin thread, all that stuff. So like I said, it came out decent. I started working with it more. It started getting better and better, and then I realized I need to go bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I still wasn't open to the public. I didn't know what to charge people yet. I didn't do any of that yet. I just decided that I needed to go bigger. So I started doing my research and try to figure out, okay, I want to do hats and things like that. So I was limited on size with the brother. So I started looking online and try to get a cheaper, bigger version of what I had. And I realized that it wasn't one. So I started looking more and more. And then I came up on a machine called the Janome MB4. Now, I checked that machine out, looked it up, checked out all the specs, and it was nice. It was nice, and it's affordable. So I still figured if I got that, that would be my beginner industrial embroidery machine. You know what I'm saying? So I can actually do more projects and bigger. I got bigger coverage. So I've been looking around for one of those. Found one finally on eBay. It was a lady that owns a sewing business, and she was in Ohio. So I drove all the way to Ohio. Me and my friend, we went and got the machine. It worked. She showed me it worked. I paid her. Came on back home and spent hours and hours and hours on YouTube learning this machine. Even before I went and got it, I was on there because I knew I was going to purchase it. I got on there and started looking up Janome MB4 videos. Realized that it wasn't a lot, so I started making videos myself as well as I got better. But yeah, that's what I did, and I purchased the MB4, and it's been working great ever since. Like, I got a good digitizer that I deal with on a daily basis, and he works great. Some stuff I digitize, but I haven't learned all the things that I know more about the machine and how to work the machine than digitizing. So it only makes sense, like, if I can't get it, I just pay for my design to get digitized, go on ahead, get everything going. So far, the Janome MB4, it's working out for me, you know. Like I said, the hoops that came with it, and I think the biggest hoop is like 9x8 or something like that. But anyway, the hoops that came with it, I couldn't stand them. I mean, you know, you got the turn knob hoop, and it was just leaving me hoop burn on my garments and stuff like that. So I came across these right here. These are called Mighty Hoops. Game changer. Mighty Hoops. Game changer. If you're in embroidery and your machine take Mighty Hoops, you need to get these. These are the best thing smoking. These are magnetic hoops. Just take a look at this. See that? See how much strength and power? Your garment is not moving at all. And they're pricey. I think I paid $150 for this. I think I paid $150 for this. I'm not sure. But this is the bigger version. You definitely need these, y'all. I'm telling you. If you're in embroidery, you see how hard it took me to pull it off? Yeah, but if you're in embroidery, you definitely need the Mighty Hoops. They have all different sizes, so, you know, just look at the specs of your machine, and pretty much they'll have your size. With that, and my Janome, I was able to make patches, bigger size designs, a lot of different stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that worked out good for me. With the machine, you can also make stuff like this. I wanted to show y'all these patches. Okay. Small. I actually made this with the Janome. With my Janome that's back here, I made this. And you can see the detail in it. This took a while to do as well. Came out pretty good though. These I made with the Janome as well. These are just little play samples I was doing, as you can see. Okay. These are patches that I've ordered. If anybody need patches in bulk, get with me. I can get you together. Here's my logo. And this is the quality of it. You can iron on. So you can heat press these on or sew them on. Look at this one right here. It's another one of my logos. Look at the detail in there, y'all. you can achieve this detail with the Janome or any industrial one. Like I said, they all have all different kinds. Just find one that's going to be the best for you. You know what I'm saying? Here's another one. Crisp details. Another iron on. But yeah, you can achieve these results with embroidery machines. So let's break it down. Can you make money from embroidery? Yes, you can. There's a lot of different ways. How I do it is, I charge for digitizing. So say for instance, you have a logo and you need it digitized. I charge for that, depending on size and how detailed it is. And then once that's done, I charge $2 per 1,000 stitch. So you just do the math on that. You know, you might have a design that's 10,000 stitches. You might have a design that's 4,000 stitches, 3,500 stitches. You might have a design that's maybe 30,000 stitches, and it might take, let's say, anywhere from an hour to 2 hours to do. So you have to price that. So you do the math on that, you know, and then I actually price it within my time, like how long this design is going to take me, how many colors changes that I have to go through, because on my machine I only have 4 needles. So that means if you have 12 colors, I got to keep changing the threads. So I charge for that as well. Like I said, my prices and your prices will probably be totally different. You price your business on how it works for you. I mean, that's what I do. You want to keep a ballpark figure, you know, keep it in the same rate as your competition. If you got to, call around and actually see how much people are charging. Take your logo design and get a price. See how much it costs for them to actually put that on the garment for you. And then you take that and you alter your price. And then once you get that, you'll be all in. Because like I said, this is very time consuming. Very time consuming. Like I said, you can just do one design and it can take you 40 minutes. You can do one design that's basic and it can take you 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But then you're going to have those designs, it's going to be an hour, hour and a half, you know, and you're going to have 12, 13 colors. So, you know, beware of that. You want to price for all that so you won't be losing out or missing out and spending too much time on a design and not getting your full potential. So be on the lookout for that. In other ways, like I said, you can make patches. You can make money by making patches. Like I said, I have these patches. Depending on the stitch count, I'll charge per patch. So say for instance, this patch, I might do $8 per patch if they get 25 or more. You know, depends on what's going on, how long it takes me, how many stitches it is, how many color changes. You just base that on your own experience. Like I said, my prices might be high to some people. My prices might be low to some people. But my prices is my prices. I set them for a reason. They're good for me. I have no problem with that. But when you do set your prices, you definitely have to put into factor. You have to pay for your supplies. So meaning, okay, let me see if I got some around here. Backing. Okay. Here's some backing right here. Backing. Order this from Amazon. It's cutaway backing, 8x8. I think I paid about maybe $15 or something like this for the pack of 100. And this is your backing. Every time you do a design, you're gonna need this to put behind here and to stabilize. They call it stabilizing. To stabilize your garment so your stitches can stay, you know, stiff, so it won't slide and do all this other stuff. So you have to put in the factor that you got to use some of this, and then your thread. How much thread are you using? You know, you can get thread from different places. I normally get mine from Amazon, and I actually get, if I can find it here, well, I get I think it's a box of 50 or something like that, all different colors. You can get, they got different prices on Amazon, like $40. Like if you're using purple in your design and you're using a lot of purple, just think about it. You might have to charge a little bit more, so you're using more materials. So now you're using this, and if you have an applique design, you're going to be using thread. So if you have your own thread, you got to cut your piece out of your thread, or your glitter. If you're using HTV vinyl, you want to do all that and get all that priced into your design, because once you do that, you're using material. That material costs. So you want to make sure you're covering all your costs when you're doing embroidery. And that's how you basically come up with your prices. Another way you can make money is being a digitizer. Say, for instance, you don't have time to sit here and do embroidery projects. Or if you do have time to do embroidery projects, you can also make money by digitizing. Taking people's designs and bringing them to life in stitch form so they can be used on any embroidery machine that's ever out there. You know, as long as you got the right files, you can use them pretty much on any embroidery machine. So being a digitizer is you gotta take, it takes a skill and a lot of practice. Like I said, I'm not there yet, but like I said, once you get there, you'll be able to make a ton of money from doing that. Like you can freelance stuff, you can get on Fiverr, you can get on Etsy, if I'm saying that right. There's a lot of different places there where you can promote your business and set up your site and let them know that, hey, I do digitizing, and you can make money. You see what I'm saying? So embroidery is a big business. It is. Like I said, you can do jackets, jogging outfits, t-shirts, pretty much any apparel. You just got to tap in, realize what you want to do your research, find the best machine for you, and just go to work. You know what I'm saying? Keep going hard, and definitely you'll see your income coming in. Depends on where you're living at. Depends on what you got going on. Like I said, if you was doing stuff for schools, soccer moms, and stuff like that, say for instance you got into doing jerseys, it's endless money into all that. So it's just whatever you want to do. So if you're looking to do embroidery, you need to tap in, and this will be a good source of income for you. Like I said, if y'all want to see any videos of me working on my Janome MB4, go to my page, check it out, look at my videos. I'm doing hats. I'm doing all the type of stuff. So check out my content. Please like, subscribe, and comment right here on the channel. Don't be afraid to hit that like button. Don't be afraid, because that helps the algorithm on my page and let other people get the knowledge that they're not seeing. And then, you know, if they want to do embroidery, they can check out some of my work. I appreciate y'all for viewing, and I'm going to get out of here because I got to do a project right now. And so until next time, y'all, I'm out this thing. Yeah.